random thoughts. Yes, guys, welcome to my random thoughts. And as I already said in my previous video, I was celebrating 1 year on YouTube, and in that video, I said random thoughts are those thoughts that I normally have on a day-to-day basis, and I wonder these thoughts cannot actually fit in one video. They wouldn't make sense, and I'm like, they'll only fit like 30 seconds, and I'm not about to do 30 seconds video. So I came up with these random thoughts, and I'm going to be talking about, and they're not like random with no purpose and all that. I believe we can engage more on it. So as I talk about each random thought, if you have a view or something that you would love to changia or contribute, that's the word I was using, Swahili, you'd like to contribute to, feel free to comment on the comment section. So the first thing is social media fasts. Have you ever tried a social media fast? Okay, I personally tried a social media fast on like 3 weeks or a month ago. I can't even quantify the time, and I did it for like a whole 2 weeks, and for me it was so refreshing. It was so refreshing, and I was like, wow, this is what I have actually been missing out by always being on social media. I'm that kind of a person who would, when I wake up and my alarm rings at 4 or 4:30, like the first thing is that what is happening on Instagram? What happened on Instagram when I slept at 9? Like that will be the first thing I do. I would be like every 2 minutes, even at work. As I work, every 2 minutes I'm like, what's happening on Instagram? Okay, I'm updated and all that. And I didn't realize how much it clogged me. And it clogged me in terms of like my comparison. I got into a comparison trap big time without knowing. And guys, I think if you get off social media, you will realize how much comparison you do on a day-to-day basis by being on social media. Social media is a great tool. I mean, I'm going to promote this video through social media, but I feel like there should be a limit to it. And it is important for people to have fasts. That's simply what I'm saying. It's important. I got to get life into perspective because beyond social media, like for me, I post like every day on my feed, on my stories, on Facebook, on Twitter, because this is the kind of work or ministry that I'm doing. But at the same time, just knowing that you are a person outside social media, and not entering into that trap where you see, oh, Anne has gone to the Maldives. Actually, there's someone who will hear that and then will remember a story I sent in a certain chat. But yeah, Anne has gone to the Maldives, Anne has gone to South Africa or France, and then you start comparing yourself. I feel when you get that fast, you get things into perspective. Random thought number 2 is about couple goals. I mean, like we have been seeing the YouTube scene, and basically the YouTube and the social media scene, for those people who are very keen on social media, okay, yeah, those who are so keen and who need fast, you've been seeing like very huge couples breaking up, and people are like, oh God, these people are my couple goals. And for me, thinking about it, I was like, there's nothing like couple goals. And I feel like sometimes we make people on social media be our goals. So career goals, couple goals. You look at me, probably let me gas myself up, but you look at me and you're thinking, oh, she's living a really good life, she has it all figured out in Christianity. But most times, maybe I won't document those days I'm struggling with prayer or the temptations that I get as a young person, and I am not talking about those things. And I think it should be talked about more, so that people are able to understand that there are no perfect people in this world. And sometimes you're sold a certain story or a certain narrative of couples and all that on social media, which is not true, which is very outrageous. And then you find that you are imposing the same pressure to your partner, to your boyfriend, to your fiance, or even to your family, if it's like a family where you think it is picture perfect and it is perfect in real life when it is really not perfect. So I don't believe in couple goals, couple goals and all that. Yes, it's important to have a couple that you look up to, that probably if you're in a relationship, a couple that is guiding you through. And yeah, it's important to have people you look up to, but there's a limit to it. Don't let that determine the culture, because you have to create your own culture. So yeah, that's the random thought. Guys, tell me, what do you think about couple goals, baby? What do you think about couple goals? Number 3 random thought I've been having is about living my best life. Like, I've been seeing this hashtag, and I'm sure you've seen this hashtag all over, like hashtag living my best life. And I'm thinking, guys, what does living my best life mean? And this kind of ties to the social media and the comparison, because most times we have defined living our best life to a certain standard. So for example, you will define living your best life to having a car at a very young age, making it really fast, being at a certain place at a certain age, and you'll be saying, I'm living my best life. And most times that degree has been measured by other people or other people's successes. And there's something that I learned very recently from Wanjiru Njiru, a YouTuber that I follow, and she was talking about things that she has learned in her 26 years. I hope I got that straight. But I'm going to link it down on the description box and put a card up here. And where she specifically talks that success manifests differently for all people. And I think this has been so real in my life, that my success is not your success. So if you enter into that space of feeling like you have to be like me so that you will look successful, then it is a wrong notion, and you need to live your own authentic life. You need to live a life of authenticity on your own. I don't know why I feel like these all random thoughts are like, tied to authenticity. Yeah, you need to be authentic and live your own journey, and live your purpose, and move in that purpose of yours, independent of your parents, independent of your friends, independent of your spouses or partners or boyfriends or girlfriends, independent of everyone. Just live an independent and authentic kind of life that is tailored, and God is at the center of all, and God is the one guiding this kind of life. And the final thing that has been a random thought, this is not like about authenticity, but how work can be a form of worship. And I remember there's a time I was feeling so sluggish at work, and I was like, oh God, when it's 5:30, like 5:30 tafika sangapi, when will 5:30 come, I don't know what's the trend, but 5:30 tafika sangapi. And I was like, this work is a form of worship, and sometimes you worship God even when you don't feel like. So being excellent at your work and doing up above and beyond what the employer requires, if you have been blessed to have a job, and for those who are trusting God for a job, I'm praying with you that God will grant you your heart desires, and He will do exceedingly abundantly above your expectations. For those who have jobs, work is a form of worship. Whether you're getting millions or 6-figure, 5-figure, 4-figure, 3-figure, or no salary, it is important to see work as a form of worship. So each time you go there, you go with so much energy, and you're like, this is my to-do list, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it excellently. Not because so that I can get a promotion, or that I can come back to this job, or so that I can be able to stay here, but because it's a form of worship, and it's a form of worshiping God. Yes, because guys, who is gosh, what am I calling you? What am I calling you, guys? That is all for this week's video. Aki, I feel like I've been reflecting the whole time. Aki, I hope I've not been reflecting the whole time, but guys, those are my random thoughts. See you on the next video next week. Next week we are having a very interesting video. So if you've not subscribed, guys, subscribe. It supports my channel. Guys, see you next week, and until next week, bye. And as always, remember that God loves you a lot. See you next week. Bye.